So last class we have completed up to linked list, right? So should I revise anything or all you remember? Did you try that linked list diagram? Right. Today let us try to understand the next class, next collection class, test 0, 4. Okay, end of today class. I will share you one video. Can you all watch today, tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Only one video. Okay. And you have to prepare notes also.
Yes, sir.
On collection only, not new topic. Okay. On collection, I'll share one video. You have to listen that video and write notes also. Okay. Now look at here. Now, if I create vector class object, elements are stored in which order? Insertion order. And elements are retrieved in which order? Random or sequential. If I use a linked list, objects are stored in insertion order, retrieved only sequential. Now, my requirement is I want to retrieve elements from the collection in the order last in first out. Last in first out. This is my want to retrieve elements last in first out. First. This is the stack memory structure. Excuse me. Here. First look, second location, third location, fourth location, fifth location, like that. This entry point is called top. This entry point is called top. Now the element stored inside stack. Now the element was storing A will be available at the top location? No. It is inside tell me, on stack, the element is stored at top and it is moving to bottom. So this operation is technically called pushing. C, D, E, F. Okay, now, then later, I am taking the elements out. When you are taking elements out, that operation is called pop. Storing elements is called push, not add. Push and pop. Pop item will be coming out first. What will come? Z. Is that Z is still available? No. It is removed and returned. And if you call pop operation one more time, then what happened? The next top item will come. F is retrieved and returned. One more time pop, top item will and return what? E. I just want to retrieve the top item. I don't want to remove from the stack. Then I have to perform another operation is called what? Peek. What the operation name? Peek. Then peek operation will return D. If I call peak method second time, what we will get? Come on. Wrong answer. D only we will get. You can retrieve only from last and first to last, whatever enter, that only will get. If you call 100 times you will get last item only. If I want the next item, first of all, that last item should remove the next item to make it as what? Last item. So what is the difference between pop and peak? Pop, retrieve, return, remove. It perform triple or okay. It perform what operation? Triple or. Whereas peak method perform only retrieve and return. It will not remove. Peak times it will same. So of stack is meant for storing objects in order, but retrieving the elements in which order? Last in first. Okay, done. Now let me create stack object. Stack of, I can store all types of object. Then stack equal to new stack semicolon. Then I am displaying the stack. Do you have any elements here? No. What it displayed as a square bracket only. Square bracket only displayed. Then next, I wanted to add elements in the stack. What do you write? Stack dot. Now double quotes A and then B, C, D, E. Yeah. Okay. Now listen carefully and answer. If I display stack, the elements are displayed from A to F or F to A. This is F. F. Until A to F or F to A is displayed. Okay, wonderful, nice. Ray, what I told? What I told? Stack is meant for maintain LIFO order. LIFO order is what order? Storing order or retrieving order? Storing order. Okay, tell me. What is this data structure? What the memory? That stack to implement, what memory you have to use? What is the memory I have to use? Everyone say that deck of cards is a stack. Plates you are placing. CDs you are placing in a CD rack is what? Stack. Your lunch box is a stack because your mother placing first what? Curry box on top of what? Rice box. What do you call a sambar box on top of what? Chutney box on top of dal rice on top of. Then you are going to school for eating and sleeping. Those many boxes you are taking. Tell me now. In we call that is a stack in that structure, but in the programming that stack structure not there. This is conceptual diagram. Okay, it is a conceptual diagram. Technically, you cannot implement this. The technical diagram is array. Okay, array. Array means directly na via collection. Already array is implemented by vector. Then that means vector to stack both are same. Vector is also contain background word array. Listen, stack is deriving the vector. Stack is a subclass of vector. and vector is contains its array na. If we create stack object, vector memory allocated, and vector object internally background create what? Object array. So the objects we are storing to stack, internally storing inside where? Vector A, B, C, D, E, F. Understood? Tell me, stack what order? Storing is insertion order, but retrieving is remove order. That means when you call push method, internally it is calling what method? Add. On which object? Vector dot add. Then the element will go on store in vector object. Next, when you call peek method, stack dot, I'm calling what? Pop method. Inside pop method, what is the method called internally? Get. Yes or no? Get method is called by passing index number size minus 1. Okay. So pop method implicit method by passing what? Size minus 1. To achieve last in first out approach, simply pop method background calling only get method. After calling get method, they call what? Remove and understand? Next, if I call peek method, now here after this I am displaying stack. Then look at there, F is removed from here, F return. If I call pop method again, last element is retrieved, E return removed. If I call peek method, that means inside peek method only is called get method. Get of size minus 1 and return. Remove method is not called. F11. Look at there. C is retrieved and C is still there in the collection. Call peek method one more time. Then what happens? Same C is returned. Removed or not removed? Not. So finally, what do you understand? So now the stack diagram is conceptual, but implementation is what? Array. That array is implementing via vector. So tell me something about stack. All points. Stack is a stack user for stack. The stack is what collection? Legacy collection or collections frame? Legacy. Available from? I said it is a then legacy, right? Available from 1.0 version. What the use of it? It is used for storing or retrieving. Malla storing you said. Retrieving element first out order. Next. Synchronize. Yeah, thread safe now. Next, it is synchronized and thread safe. Again, why you are saying thread safe? What? It is a ordered collection. Maintains an order with index. Two orders it maintains, insertion order and last in first order. Storing order is insertion, retrieving is LIFO. Next, what? మీరు మారరా స్వామి. Implement a data structure. It internally uses array. That array is giving as a random accessor, LIFO order accessor. That means it is on top of vector, it has added some additional functionality, na? So it's not growable array only. Stack is used for retrieving elements in LIFO. Then advanced Java, then you will be called as core Java student. Advanced Java, core Java, no? That means okay. That means what? It is a growable array. On top of growable array, you are implementing last in first out algorithm. That means what the implemented structure? LIFO, stack. Next, 6 point. What the 6 point? Default capacity how much? 10. Incremental capacity $R plus 1. Next. All types of objects. Homogeneous, heterogeneous, unique, and data. Next. Null is allowed multiple. Next. In which order elements are stored? Some people will fight with me, that is their fate. I cannot do anything. Stack is action available from Java 1.2 version. It is a subclass of vector. It vector it derives vector and has 5 methods to treat vector as stack. Tell me, in these methods, push, pop, peek, these methods, does it contain any logic or simply calling vector logic only? It is calling vector only. So vector class methods only calling. Just added these methods to get what? Stack features. That's it. Now I have a question. Because stack is a subclass of vector, can I call add method for adding objects? Double quotes X. Look at there, X is added. Next, can I call stack dot get method to get the elements randomly? Some third index I am giving. Third index coming X. Okay, let me take 2 index. Now 2 index object C is coming. Call one index object. One index object. So I can call vector methods to retrieve elements randomly or sequentially, but is it recommended to call vector class methods? If you are calling vector class method, then why you create stack object? Stack purpose is what last in first. Understand all points about stack? Ah, so I have uploaded this program, its memory diagram, conceptual diagram, and this is technical diagram. Logic of S dot push method, what is the logic of S dot pop and S dot peak method I give. You can understand. So first day, custom collection, custom map, and then vector, array list, linked list, stack. All 4 classes completed. Now let's try to understand next point. Look at here. Go through. Vector has one more. For the first problem, synchronized. Second problem, insert and remove operation. Third problem, random access. I want only sequential, random. To solve the synchronization, to solve the insert and remove sequential problem, linked list. Okay. Now, I want retrieval elements only last in first out order. Then, okay. Look at there, one more problem there. Sir, I'll give clue. Many of the times in our projects or in business, I should not allow duplicates. Already, I mean, now data entry operator is there. He is collecting all the student application forms. Now application forms are side there. He's keep on entering that application forms details in the computer. One application form is entered. Click on submit button. By when he is moving that application from here to entered forms list, he got a phone call. He left. Then he completed a phone call and coming out. Then definitely after a phone call, lot of things are happened. Forgot na. Then he got it out. This I entered or not entered. Sir, a safe side, let me enter one more time. If second time is entered, if application is accepted, then tell me how many students are there in the class? 500. But application showing how many students? 600. Like this, 100 extra applications he added. Original count is 500, but system showing 600 member student fees where it went. Following a management will get doubt on admin. No, he is doing some cheating. Actually, admin doing cheating or application whose mistake is this? Application developer. Application did mistake. So when he is storing the duplicate entries, allowed or not allowed? When he is trying to store duplicate entry, the application should have a message already entered, get out. Okay, na? So vector is then to maintain unique objects. One more collection. The name of that collection is hash set. What is the name? Set. If I want to store only unique objects, then I should choose hash set. Tell me now. Tell something about hash set. First point. Hash set is a collections framework. Collection available from (1.2) version. For the use of it, it is used for storing only unique objects. If you want to stop duplicate objects, then we have to choose. Tell me, synchronized or not synchronized? Remember, all collections framework collections are not synchronized. Synchronized. Very interesting. Is it ordered collection or unordered collection? Any type of objects or HS, no elements. Now I am trying to add HS dot add of double quotes A. That element. बोला buddy. A is stored. Does has set main elements in order? Insertion order. Will it maintain insertion order? Yes. Now I'm trying to store 5. After 5, after B, 5 stored now? Yes. So has it maintained? 6.7. Has it maintained? Come on, has it maintained? Hey, correct, right? Why you are doubting? True. Next, has it maintained? Okay. Let's look is made insertion. Next, store. Okay, now I'm storing 97. Where it will store? Okay, let me tell you. Has a set maintain objects in there. Have which order? What is this data? A. A has 97. What is this 97? Integer object. Integer object data 97. Hash code is what? Objects are stored in which order? Then A and 97 will come next. Hash is insertion order with a hash code. Okay, whichever comes first, that will be stored first. Okay, na? Already you come into the second student will come and sit next to. Okay, your friend who he occupied that. He will. So who came? A. Then next. Next side, right? Now all people tell me 98 I am storing. Where 98 stored? Understand? Doubt. B hash code number what? 98. 98 hash code number also 98. Store. Okay. Can I store quotes P? Single quote, double quotes P are both the same. That is character P. This is string P. Either it is character or string. P na. P has a ASCII number. That ASCII number, hash code number, either string or char same na. Why this string P is coming after null? After A na 19 after B A hash code number 97 hash code number is same. Okay, first P stored null. Oh, P hash code number, null hash code number. That's why they are coming. Yes, sir. Malano to answer. I am giving statement. Accept. Okay. The hash code number is the same as single quote P and null. That's why all one group. A7 coming as 1, B and 9 as 6.7 no 5 friends hash code is the story double 7 single code 7 double code 6 different. Let me take double quotes 5 number is same as 5 after 5 because these two are group. So tell me, these elements in a collection or not? It is not collection. It doesn't maintain. And fifth, it is for storing unique objects. Hash or is also very important. In their objects hash order. How this hash maintaining next Monday? Monday not Tuesday or Wednesday we are okay. Next week to learn. Today, tomorrow morning. Because good. I told today extra class only syllabus is so we are going in a so expected I cover the top and you are understand first. Good. Thank you much. So day after no class. Night today no classes. Share one video. That video watch and prepare notes. Compulsory you have to write. Monday go now class completed. Monday have a class and we are understand. Now I am going to collection and we learn Monday map completed. I will see in a list vector stack linked list internals I explain now, but has a set internals I cannot explain now. Only I will tell you it will maintain objects in which order? Hash code order. To teach hash set internals, first of all you should have a knowledge on map. After map completed only you can understand. Okay, everyone understand a hash set? If you want to store objects in which order? Hash code order. Only unique objects you want to store, then I have to choose what? Hash set. And data structure, I will write. You cannot understand. It's simply data is table. Back hash map instance. Backed by map instance. Hash and a key pair na. Sir, but I am only one object number. Where is the key? Very well. This as a key, background dummy object as a value. When you storing the objects to stack, objects are storing in vector. Similar. When you are storing objects to hash set method internally those objects in hash map. That means understand the internal hash set first teach you hash map. Next, accept it. Clarity later. 6. What type of are allowed? 4 of objects allowed, 3 objects. Homogeneous, yes. Only objects are next. Not allowed. Allowed. How much? Only is allowed. Let me try duplicates. Now I am trying to add A allowed. No. How many A's are A? Okay. I am trying for new keyword. New thing of say allowed or not? No. To store object with a literal new same it is not stored. And store null again. Not allowed. Not. I mean, not train errors. It will not. It will store one null. Null only will be. Next. Is the storing of objects are stored. That's not run. Hash code doesn't maintain. Point. Capacity. It's B capacity is capacity double. Also one call here load 70%. I said I can explain in the in which order elements are retrieved? Elements are in which order? Random. Random. How? They have index number. When it is the index eval storing one of background has table. Table and index is there? No. Object are only sequential. Okay. So in a has said there is no index, so you can read elements only sequential. One or 2 points may not understood. What a map at this minute. Only one thing. It is a collections frame or a collection. When we want to store only unique objects, we must use has said. Has said doesn't store insertion order. It will store in has. That's and so if Indra asks a question, I want to store unique objects. How can I store? Use has said. What is the problem of has said? Tell me. What the problem of has said? Has said doesn't maintain insertion order. To store unique object in insertion order. See, and is very right. That and all I don't care. I want insertion order. I want to store unique objects in insertion order. Then I have to use linked has said. Linked has said. If I use has only unique objects are allowed and it maintains maybe 5, 6.7, 95. What is the difference between has and linked has a both same? Linked has a set is came only for maintaining all linked to be individual. First point. Available 1.4, not 1.2. Okay. 1.4 version they give. Third point, is it synchronized? Shall I copy all points from? It is not a. It is a ordered collection. It maintains with index or without index. Index will not be there. Its implement data structure is hash table and doubly linked list. Hash table for hash code order, for maintaining insertion order, backed by hash map, hash set, hash map, linked hash set, linked hash. Default capacity is same, objects is same, null same, storing is same, retrieving is same. Only difference is in insertion order. For insertion purpose, doubly linked list. So this is the linked hash set simple program. Understood? Any doubts? Can you able to answer it interview or when to choose which class? I should upload into. Thank you, buddy. Hey, look at this table. I forgot. Difference between all four types: array list, linked list, purpose, synchronized to collect objects in multi-threaded environment, array list, non-synchronized, collecting elements in single-thread environment. If my more operations are insert, remove. If I want retrieve objects in leaf forward. Resizable array, doubly linked list, synchronized. Oh yes, ordered. Yes. Capacity 10 now double. 10 half or 1 or half. 0 incremental capacity 1, 10 double. Okay, that +1 I have not written. Object type all 4 type allowed. Null allowed. Sorting order, insertion order with index, without index. Retrieving order, sequential random sequential, LIFO, but random is also possible. This 10th point I didn't explain. Internal method, collection internally calls equals method executed from our class. That I'll explain on maybe Wednesday. Wednesday you will understand this. Okay. So whatever the points I have gave, just I make it as a table. That's it. From an end user point of view, Bhushan, A is a. That string A na, char area na, doesn't matter. Understood? When you display square bracket A comma A, he consider A, that's all. That is string of char, he doesn't care. Hey, look at here. Vector has still one more problem. No problems. How many problems? Vector has one more problem. It can store objects only in insertion order, cannot store objects in sorting order. Tell me, when you go to prayer, school, in school prayer, you must stand height-wise ascending order. Na? Chota bacha person first, long person back. Okay. When you are going for eating competition, actually there is a small, confusion in the market. People are feeling that mota wala eat more. No. Patla wala eat more. There is some bodies. Even though you eat small little quantity also, he is put on weight. But there are some bodies, kumbal eat also. Okay. They will be very thin. They are really lucky, blessed people, When I am seeing that kind of people, really I admire. Are wonderful, right? So God has blessed you. What is the problem? What is the problem of vector? If anybody eating more and not putting on weight, you don't, blame them. That is bad. When you see, listen, when you see somebody eating more, you should encourage him. Your plate food also give. Come on, mama, eat more. You should encourage. Again, you should not discourage him or you should not tease him. I really hate it. Okay? We don't eat. At least the other people eat. Hostel money wasting. Na? Okay? In my hostel, I have my friend. Food taste he never see. He always admire the food. Today I'm so lucky I got food in my plate. It's my responsibility to eat. He will eat. He never complained the taste of the food. That is a good habit. Some people are there. By smell only they'll say, no. That kind of people are most dangerous. Okay. So never complain food. Okay. There are so many people in the world who are not have the food. You are really lucky enough that you don't have any problem and you are every day getting food into your plate. So never complain. And next, actually, complaining food taste is really bad habit. Those are the most dangerous people in the world. Because of your taste and not taste, your life partner will get a lot of problems. If you are a husband, wife is coming, she will prepare something. Hey, what is this? How much anger will come? And not personal experience, okay? I have a bad habit. Many times my wife is used to complain. Even my son also know. Whatever coming to my plate, I will silently eat. If it is a taster, not taster, I never complain. And even I don't praise also. If it tastes fully tasty, silently I will eat. Wonderful. I'll say myself, but I don't tell to her, today food is very tasty. And yesterday not good. Why unnecessarily give a chance to her? Actually, yeah. Yesterday, something she prepared and it's very tasteful, but I didn't tell anything, silently eat and come to office. Now, after evening, my son came from the school, he questioned, Mame, today food is very tasty. Did father tell anything? No, wasteful, I didn't tell anything. After I came back to home, he asked, Nana, food is very tasty today. Mummy prepared wonderful. Why didn't you tell that tasty? I didn't feel to tell, I didn't tell. Okay. He is expressive. I am not that much. Okay. So maybe my mother not taught me. She is teaching to him. Okay. So that's why, and I'm requesting you guys in a hostel, when you get a food, from the day beginning, I am telling, never complain food. Hostel means food will not be tasty, right? He will prepare something, mixed way, will not good. If it is a very tasty, you will fully eat and sleep. No. When hostel owner not preparing food, you should say thanks to him, because you are eating less and concentrating on studying. Huh? Okay. So come back. See the positive on everything. Okay. Everything is coming to your life for a reason. That I strongly believe. I seriously accept it and I'll go. Bad coming, good coming, anger coming, everything coming for a reason. Accept it, wait for find the reason. Okay, because of this reason, this happened to me. Okay, come. So tell me, what the problem of no, insertion order is not a problem, right? Vector doesn't support sorting order. Should not say vector problem is inside. Okay, now vector doesn't support which order? Sorting order. Then in which class will support storing objects in sorting order? For sorting order to support, we have a new class called tree set. Okay, sorting comes under what? Tree set of object. TS1 equal to new tree set. TS1 dot add of double quotes A, TS1 dot add of double quotes C, TS1 dot add of double quotes B. System dot out dot println and TS1. And tell me, what is the output will come? A, B, C. Control F. Okay, na? Yes. So if you want to store objects in sorting order, you have to use what? Tree set. I am not teaching any internals. First, I am injecting the points to your mind. Class, its purpose. That's it. I'm not teaching any internals now. I don't want touch internals, because first you have to remember purpose. This is a class. Purpose is this. This is the class. Purpose is this. Just prepare a table yourself. Vector, purpose, storing multiple objects in multi-threaded environment. Array list, storing multiple objects in single-thread environment. Next, linked list. If my more operations are insert and remove operation, then linked list. Stack, retrieving objects in last in first out order. Next, asset, storing only unique objects. Linked asset, storing unique objects in insertion order. Tree set, storing objects in sorting order. Tree set allows us to store heterogeneous objects. Yes, sir. Where should I store 5? Your answer correct. 5 is heterogeneous object. If tree set accepts 5, where it should store? After A, after B, after C? After B. Before A. How? Okay, tell me. You are heighter, I am heighter. Can compare? No. He is a person, I am also a person. Can compare? Tell me. I am heighter, fan heighter. Fan heighter. I am heighter. Tell me, I am smarter, fan smarter. I am smarter. How can you compare? Yeah? Do you have common sense? Yes, sir. Yeah. See, very important. You can compare only same type of objects. Compatible, incompatible. From the day beginning, we are learning. You can compare only same type of objects. You cannot compare different type of objects. If you try to compare different type of objects, we will get exception. Class cast exception. You have to find the which is bigger, which is smaller. See, here comparison for what purpose? Not to find duplicate or unique. Understand? If you want to find duplicate or unique, true, false is sufficient. But here you wanted to compare this object is bigger or smaller. To find bigger or smaller, I have to subtract them. To subtract, they should be same type of object data. Na? If they are different type of objects, we cannot subtract them. We cannot compare them. So what the rule while working with the tree set? Tree set accepts only homogeneous objects. Heterogeneous objects are not allowed. Tell me. Now, I am trying to pass A again. Duplicate object I am trying to store. Allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. You will get only one A. So tell me, what type of objects tree set accepts? Point number 1. What is tree set? Shall I copy from HASET? Small changes. HASET place what? Tree set. Tree set is a collections framework collection available from 1.2. It is used for storing only unique objects in which order? Sorting order. Only unique objects in sorting order. Okay. Okay. Only unique objects sorting order. It is not synchronized. It is ordered or unordered. It is an ordered collection. It stores or it maintains sorting order. SO means sorting order. Its implement data structure is red, black tree. There is a different types of trees, binary tree, balanced tree. Like that, there is a tree called what? Red, black. Two colors are there. Red, black tree backed by tree map. Default capacity 0 because tree set also maintain node. Incremental capacity 1. It accepts what type of objects? Two types of objects are allowed. Homogeneous okay. What type of homogeneous? Comparable homogeneous. Okay. The class objects, you cannot store whatever the class you want. If you want to store a class object, that class must be subclass of whom? Comparable. Two types of objects are only allowed. Only two types of objects allowed. Comparable, homogeneous, unique, comparable, homogeneous objects. Okay, unique, comparable, homogeneous. Comparable is a type. It's a interface. If you want to store a class tree set, it must be subclass or implementation class of comparable. Else you will get error. Okay, I'll explain you tree set internals on Friday. Next Friday. Okay, Friday you are going to get the clarity on tree set. Till that, just hold it. Null allowed or not allowed? If you want to store null, where I should store? I should compare null with A. Null on null, if you perform any operation, you will get null pointer exception. Tell me, null allowed or not allowed? Null is not allowed. At least one? Even one null also not allowed. Next. Objects are stored in which order? Sorting order. That sorting order is by default. Ascending or descending? Ascending. Sorry, that I will talk later. Next. Elements are retrieved only sequential because there is no index. Index is not there, so only sequential you can. So what the main point is understood. Okay. What the main point? Tree set is meant for storing objects in sorting order. Can I store all types of objects? No. Only unique objects. Can I store unique any type of objects? No. Homogeneous. Can I store any homogeneous objects? No. Comparable homogeneous. This is the story about tree set. Easy na? Budget topic. Listen. From Java 5 version onwards, we have two types of objects. Regular class objects and enum type objects. Remember, enum type objects named constants. Okay, I think one day I covered already. What is enum? One night I have taken class. Okay, that day I think I taken only enum and I stopped. Okay, before multi-threading shop. First 08. Ma? What else you want? I written programs also. No? Okay, 1 minute. देखो इधर देखो enum course written C, CPP, Java, Python. Written ante enum. That's all only bhaiya. Enum is used for storing named constant. What else you want? Enum is a class. What type of class? Final class. Means after compilation, compiler software converts enum keyword to final class. Okay, next. Because it is a class, inside enum, can I create a static variable? Yes, but you'll get I told you must add semicolon. If you inside enum, I can create named constants plus these are called what? Named constants. Along with the named constants, we can also write some additional members. Class all 10 members we can write. Static variable, non-static variable, static block, non-static block, constructor, parameter, everything you can write. But if you wanted to write normal members and then named constants, you have to first you have to write named constants and then you have to write regular class members and we have to separate with what? Semicolon. Okay. Next. What is C? Constant. What is plus constant? What its value? It is a variable. C is a variable. CPP is a variable. Java is a variable. Python is a variable. Sir, if it is a variable, what is the data type? Variable should be created by using data type. Na? The data type is course. So the data type of the named constant is the enum type. In which enum you create that variables, that type. So C is a variable of what type? Course. CPP is a variable of what type? Course. Sir, who will convert that variable to object? See, course is how can you who will convert this to a reference variable? Reference variable should assign with what? Object. Who will do that? Full online decompiler software. Go to online decompiler software. Compile enum dot class file is coming now. Just upload dot class file to online decompiler to the entire converted source code. Okay. So compiler software in general variable what and compiler as a just much. Now assign the C course price Java. I need as you have to bracket got to write 2000 CP, not D. Then how much? Java. Check Java. अच्छा సరే అవన్నీ టాక్ ఓకే నెక్స్ట్ వన్ పైథాన్ 1000 4000 okay python it is not full stack python now introduced python now I have okay full stack python I don't know just later you can see tell me is it compiled semicolon sorry semicolon earlier one error now everything is error. Semicolon there acha दिमाग नहीं है वो ना एंड ब्रैकेट observe these are the values where your story next see whatever the name you have written here that is variable name so constructor call which constructor call the enum course this is C after the named constant if I write bracket you are calling explicit parameter because doesn't have the constructor so now in program colon right course sir inside convert default constructor by default no param constructor you have to create what parameter constructor double price dekha all errors are gone and now I should this price then what did I this dot price equal to price okay now if you to create named constants create a class named constants I want to assign values to the named constants then what the syntax assignment operator bracket that bracket value come to whom now constructor then in the constructor you have to store that value in the field in order to read that price I need what do you call getter method what did I private static return type is double return price this is enum with I want to write two enums enum color red blue black is enum with named constants with named constants with the values if you enum constant you have wait and getter method how to read those named constants now here main of system dot println the named enum name color all variables na constants are static final variables now red if I call red and display what you will get the name of the named constant okay the name of the named constant no I want to get okay red and next one is what green, next blue, what you got? Blue, green, red, black. Next, I want to constant name and color. Then color, what you write? Course dot C DS Java Python. I don't want just names. I want their price also. If you want their, you write plus what do you write? Color, sorry, course dot e get price. Understand? Price is 2000 coming, right? Now you have to display this line. You have to write for color dot ds dot. Okay, now this is what you have to work with in. The important point, every enum, every named constant stored in the enum contains a constant of what the meaning of ordinal? The index number. Index number is starts with 0. Tell me, what is the ordinal number of red? 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, na? So this is the basic idea about enum. If you want notes and all read, already I shared enum material. Uttunda? If you forgot, go to material Core Java by Hari Krishna. There you can find enum material. You can read, or else check in your Google Classroom. Already shared material. Now my topic is, I want to store all these named constants as a group. Tell me, red, green, blue, black are non-static variables or static variables? Or static variables are stored as one group? Then I want to group them. I want to group all named constants. To group all the named constants, we have called collection. Group anything I need collection, na? Right? We have a one collection. What the collection? Enum set. Very good. Enum set. Enum, not enumeration, right? Enum set. Enumeration is different. Enum set. Enum set meant for storing of object or only enums? Only enum named constants. Which enum? That enum type I have to write there. If you want to allow all types of objects, you write object. If you want to accept only enum type, the type I should write. I want color. Enum color. ES1. Next, what I should write? Create object. Listen, you create enum set object by keyword. Like has said, link set, another collection. You cannot get object of set by keyword and because tell me, enum set for normal objects or constants? Constant, you have to pass which enum named constant as an argument. Na? So to pass as an argument, prefer to pass to whom? No? So that's why we have method here. Not enum set dot factory. How many factory methods are there? Observed. All of, none of. Now, I want to create empty enum set. Empty enum set. What I should call? None of. You want to create empty enum set to store which type of named constants? Color. Now I want empty. Later I will add. Later I will add. What? Color. Color. Tell me. You want to tell. Listen. There are two things are there. You want to pass type or you want to pass object? Type. You don't want to store color object. You want to tell, I want to store name. Understand? Very important point. I want to tell to this enum set, enum set, enum set. Later I will store you this color type named constant. Then here I should pass the particular object type. Throw keyword is used for throwing object. Throws keyword is used for reporting the type of the exception we are throwing. After throws keyword, what you have written? Class name, na? Not a object. Similarly, here I want to tell to the enum set, hello enum set, in your memory, I want to store color. Then tell me, in Java, in JVM, who will represent the type? Which class object represent the type? Don't answer fast. In Java JVM, which class maintain, which class represents the type? Type and store a byte code of a class. JVM, who will store byte code of a class? Java.class. Yes or no? That Java.class presented in the Java program by syntax. Class syntax. Class.name is for making the class ready to execute. We have another syntax dot class. Class name dot class. That means we are still referring the bytecode of with a dot language object. Wherever you want a class or face type as argument, you have to write what? Class. Color, course class, dot class, employee. In Spring and Hibernate, syntax will be more. Represent a class in Java with a class syntax. So this dot syntax is just dot class syntax. It is an object which of Java lang dot class with a bytecode of who enum byte containing class object we have as a argument. Then now I am displayed system.outer ES1. Tell me that any named empty. So, empty named empty is created to store in named constant the future. At time of in a set object itself, I want to store I want to store all named constants of a what method all of which is color may call a display all constants are not which order the all order in which order you declare name of constants in the same it will store. Next. No. Don't want to store all named constant. I want to store some of constants. Then a method called what? For the of is a loaded method. It accepts one named 2, 3, 4, 5. This concept dot. What's it? Where minimum one stand or mandate more than is given. Now I want to use off method. Off method. Here, I want named constant red. Color dot. I want to store named constant black. I will store named constant dot. I will store green. Displaying E3. In which order the constants are displayed? Stored order or they declared order? Red, green, green, black. In which order I have declared named constant green, blue, black. Here I am trying to store red, black. Which order it will store? Red, green. Because set maintain elements in named constants in which order? Declared order. I don't want 2, 3, all. Should use what method? All. Next. ESF. I want a new enum set. Copying the named constants previous enum set. Then we have a method called what? Copy of which enum I want ES2. 11. What minute? 4. Now ES2. How many elements available? Red, green, black. Same red, green, black is also coming here. So the instance ES2. I don't want ES. I want. Then we have another method called what? Complement of. Complement means opposite. ES5. Control. What is ES2? That is blue. So totally, how many methods are there to create enum set? None of. Based, you are required to choose one method. 99.99% you don't use enum set in the. Don't worry. Use array list. Trees and these 3 classes only we will. The 299% array list. All are for entry purpose. In the project, you will learn only one. What is the array list? Okay. Understand? Now the question. Sir, I created I want instance inside. Same as ES1 dot add method. Our ego method is what? Add of. What do you write now? Dot color dot black. System dot ES black. Now trying to add one more color, blue. Order will come blue and then constant order we will. Hope said. Nice. Please practice set points real. Please. Yeah, read. These are the difference. Storing only unique objects without insertion order, use has. For storing only unique insertion order, link asset. Only unique object sorting order. For storing only particular enum named constant. Synchronized, ordered, yes. What is the enum set? Named declared order. W stable, balance enum array. Set implements enum array. 60% the capacity of the array. Enum array capacity is number number of named instance. When you enum set you are passing enum name when you enum name using that name, how many named constants available in that is the size. Next, object type homogeneous only unique. Homo compare objects. Homogeneous what enum set. Enum type. Null, no. Null allowed, one allowed. Tree set, not allowed. Storing order, hash code order, insertion order, sorting order, name. Next, retrieving order, sequential. Last point, you don't understand. Next week we'll understand. Hemangi, did you receive now? Don't share. How can I get Ravi? Okay, na? Well, I prepared for me to my childhood. When I'm preparing for interview, I prepared 20 years back and updated the answer. If you also wanted to remember and pass, you prepare your own notes. Oh no, I go. You prepare notes. Okay, if you prepare, you will remember. If you don't prepare, you will forget. So that's all for today. Monday, we will learn and then map internals. Hope you are feeling comfortable with collection. Tell me. Collection make easy because of my explanation or because of custom. Because you develop custom collection and you realize what is the memory DAG, everything become jumpy. Learning the swimming without the what memory. If you don't have the idea and memory and the implementation logic, how to perform operation, now feeling easy. Multi-threading also felt easy, na? Why multi-threading was easy? Because I taught JVM architecture. Threads meaning what? How to create the thread when you write this state. Only you guys the importance of thinking like a compiler and JVM. Only becoming as a programmer useless. You no need to come to high knowing what is there in the textbook. And you are joining an Amirpet in classes for someone to read the textbook behalf of you. Simply read one textbook, then typing the program in front of you, and while typing, he just reading that statement. Now I am creating an object. Student has what's the meaning of object? Object is an object. But is a memory, default values, execution flow, new keyword, first allocate memory to all non-static variables with the default value. Then it will call constructor. Constructor will go into control. Will go into super call, go into super class. From there, go to super class. So many flow is so much of flow is their background. So that's why at least now what is many to complete the course. Okay. And what initial classes I was scolding you. See, do you have any family problems between you and me? Any murder problems are there? No, right? So then I'm scolding means there is a reason behind it. I want to force you to study. People who agreed, okay, he is scolding me because I am not studying, they are continued. People who say, you scold me, I don't come to your class, then every dog has a day, they will realize later. So you people are continuing by believing me that I will make you software engineer, and you are, yes or no? Yes, sir. Initially, if you remember, your Amirpet friends are teasing you. Harikrishna class, when you complete, you also don't know. Array, this is not required a time waste. Lot of people think you now you ask them, Array, explain the linked list, how to create your own. Can you create your own linked list? Tell me what is the memory diagram of linked list. When I call add method code, say what happened? Wonderful statement. Now I call add, not added. Okay. Yes. Next week we're going to learn the more interesting points: hash internals, tree map internals. With this tree map internals, torture your friends like any Pakka can create interest to start listening what you expect. Stop not required. They will start saying, Amma required, I missed it. You should create interest in their brain that they are missing. See, you don't want them to join in my class. How to make them realize it is something, and they should ask you to explain. You explain, then who will get? You only get, because you are explaining them, ask you some questions and realize. Understood? You try to explain. You have they missed. Start from first chapter, static, non-static flow. Next, inherit execution, method of overriding, why overriding rules for user programmer. I explained that point. In exception handling, I have explained over custom exception rules. And what you learn, people what not learning, you have to find out what they have learned, what you have learned, find out and create interest in them to run behind you. Whoever tease you, they regretted. Initially, I was teasing, but I have to take these people help to learn that create in them. Then only the 6 months time we spend for learning core Java will give benefit. If you are not come to that stage, then there is no difference them, na? They are completed in 2 months, 6 months. Where is the difference? Why you spend the extra time? Difference you have to show. Tomorrow is very important. Please do revision. Did I give any assignment tomorrow? Yeah, one video I'll give. That one video will give you revision of complete collection. What I have explained from first day to till today. And of course, coming classes are okay. So first you try the prepare by polymorph. Polymorph. Google Drive. Just open Google. Hold on. There are several files now. In that we have polymorphism notes. One file is there. Read that file. Only that file. Read this video and that file. I am explaining there with the programs. And if you got some doubts, just post your questions in the group. In Telegram group, I will be there to answer it. These two, video plus file. Both you read and come, because next week polymorphism video is, polymorphism knowledge is important for me. Okay, na? Thank you. Happy revision day.
Thank you, sir.
Ah.
No. Thank you.